an inability to slump is just as bad as an inability to attain an erect posture. Hi, my name is Greg Chaplin. I'm a physical therapist and strength conditioning specialist. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what is posture. And if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what topics you want me to cover in an upcoming video. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So what is good posture? Everyone wants to know what good posture is. And you hear people saying things like pull your shoulders back, stand up straight, because these are what are commonly thought of as good posture. But as a physical therapist, I see people coming in all day that have good posture but are still having pain. So why is this happening, and what actually is good posture? So posture is nothing more than a position. It's like a snapshot in time. So if we think of the extremes of posture, we might think of a slump down like this, where you see that real rounded back, or we see like a military posture where the person's really upright and we'll see pretty much a straight spine. Now those are extremes, and then somewhere in the middle is this neutral position that honestly really doesn't really exist. And what a lot of people are shooting for is either an exaggeration towards that military style of posture, or they're looking for this kind of in-between. And unfortunately, that's not going to help your ability to move, because movement actually exists on a spectrum or a gradient. Now, what do I mean when I say spectrum or gradient? What I mean is that if we look at anything in the body, any movement, any range of motion, we're going to have one extreme on one side, and then we're going to have another extreme on the other. So for example, if we turn our head all the way to the left and then all the way to the right, that represents a spectrum. Now, if we were thinking about what is good posture, someone might say, well, good posture is head straight ahead and upright. But if we have an inability to move all the way to one side or the other, we're not very good at moving. We could look at the same thing when we look at the ribs. So if we're breathing, when we breathe out, the ribs are supposed to come in. If we breathe in, the ribs are supposed to come out. Now that resting position is maybe somewhere in this region. However, there might be the person who can go all the way from one to the other, and then you can have another person who doesn't move at all from this center position. These people might have the same resting position, and someone might say that is a normal resting position or resting posture. But one has that full spectrum available to them and one does not. So when we're trying to correct posture, I think what we need to think about is that we need the ability to have that full spectrum, number one, and number two, it's not staying in one position all the time that's going to give us good posture. It's maintaining multiple positions and being able to attain multiple positions that's actually going to improve our posture over time. So what are some examples of this? The example of this would be, if you're someone that's in this slumped posture all the time, it would probably be useful for you to get into a little bit more of an upright posture. If you're someone that is in that military posture, it is actually going to be useful for you to be able to slump. An inability to slump is just as bad as an inability to attain an erect posture. Now, once you can attain that position, it doesn't mean that you should stay there all the time. In fact, the best posture is the one that's always changing. So you're going to spend a little bit of time in this position, but you're also going to spend some time in this position, and then you can use corrective exercises to help restore whatever part of the spectrum you've lost. Now, for some of you that are right in the middle, you're going to have to go in one direction, back towards the middle, and then away from the middle in the other direction. Some of you are going to be good at one thing, and you're going to have to go back towards the opposite direction. Some of you are going to be good at the opposite thing, and you'll have to go back towards the opposite direction. Now, how do you find that out? You're going to have to perform self-tests that we're going to go over in an upcoming video, so please stay tuned. Hope that makes sense. Leave any comments below about questions you have regarding this topic or topics you want me to cover in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching this video, and peace.